Now, I have noticed in the recent months, and even maybe over the last yearish or so, there are a lot of homestead channels that are coming out, prepper channels, off-grid channels, that are starting to become, I guess stereotypically, they have certain things that you have to do if you want to be considered a good YouTube channel. And so today, with my finely tuned intellect and keen powers of perception, I figured I would share with you the things that I have found are the must-have, stereotypical, you gotta do these things if you wanna be considered a good YouTube channel. So, well, here's the first one. You need to be quirky. You've gotta have some kind of pizzazz, something that sets you apart from all of the other channels, or else you're not gonna get noticed. Well, for example, how about some crazy glasses or a hat that you wear all the time? Or beards are trendy. Trendy beards get the job done. Or how about hard hats and chainsaws? Chainsaws are good because that means you're very manly and you're a lumberjacky kind of guy. Those are really great things. Or hey, how about if you don't have trendy hair, get some dreadlocks. Dreadlocks will work. Or how about I got it. If you're not Amish, dress like an Amish person. You need to figure out ways to set yourself apart from everybody else. And there is nothing like dressing like an Amish person that will actually get the job done in the homesteading world. Or maybe you live in like a tent or some kind of mobile RV-ish thing. That's pretty trendy too. Oh, and one of the things I like the best is when in the thumbnails, there's always somebody going, those are the best. Or there's a crazy, expression, those get you noticed. Long-winded. Yep, you really have to consider being long-winded. Now, the way you go about this is that if you have, say, 30 seconds of information that you can communicate effectively, you've got a thought, you've got an idea that you want to convey to the people, and you can do it effectively and eloquently in 30 seconds. You say, nope, no, that's not 30 seconds, that's 5 minutes. And the reason why you want to do that is because ultimately, you've really got to pad time. You got to keep them watching. You just string them along, and you never really give them all the information until the very end. You got to really work at being long-winded in order to have an effective homesteading YouTube channel. Because frankly, you owe it to the viewer to kind of confuse them along the way and have them get distracted by empty words and long drawn out thoughts that actually lead nowhere. Those are the kind of things that will keep your audience happy. Long-winded, that's the way to go. Oh, and I nearly forgot that you've really got to watch the overall length of the video too. You got to get to that magical 10-minute mark, you know what I'm saying, so that you can stack all them ads up. 10 minutes is the key. Long-winded will get you there, and boy, we'll be making high-quality videos then. Now, another must-have item to your homesteading channel, and you will not be considered a good homesteading channel unless you follow these rules. And here's an important one. Overuse trendy terms. Like, make sure that you've got the word homesteading in a name. That's important. Or how about this? Prepper, that's a good one. That's real trendy right now. Or my favorite is off-grid. Slap off-grid into anything, and then what's cool about it is you'll get lots of views even if your content is horrible. Because when people see the term prepper or homesteading or off-grid, they're gonna click on it whether the content's good or not. So you don't actually have to produce anything good at all. You just kind of get the views. Win, 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 baby. Now, another way to ensure that you are absolutely a homesteading channel is that if you consistently have lots and lots of bad audio. Now, I think it's really important that as a channel, you make it your goal that at least 30% of everything you say is completely not understandable. It's not intelligible. And I think you owe it to your audience. You absolutely owe it to your audience that if they cannot understand most of what you're talking about, you have succeeded in bad audio, which definitely makes you a very good homesteading channel. Now, another way that you can have really good, bad audio is if you've got stuff going on that's really loud around you. Let's just say that you have someone working in the tool area, or there's kids screaming, or there's trucks driving by. That's another way that you can absolutely be completely unintelligible to your fans, to the people that are watching your videos. So there's many different ways you can have bad audio and still be a success. Now, another thing that you absolutely have to do if you want to be considered a great homesteading channel is that you have to be the boss. You've got to be the authority. You have got to be the absolute expert in absolutely everything you're talking about. Anything that's on video, you know more than everybody else in the entire world. And you're not afraid to share your opinions with other channels. You're willing to go ahead and get out there and sling some mud and well, it's important to do it anonymously so people don't think you're really just calling out another channel, but you do it sneaky. And it's important that you can go ahead and just get out there and be sneaky and berate other channels and set yourself up as the absolute know-it-all of everything that you do, because without that, then I guess the viewer wouldn't really know where to turn for information. It makes perfect sense. You've got to be the absolute authority, right? Drone shots. If you don't have lots and lots of drone footage and drone shots, you're probably not a very good homesteading channel. And you know why? Because drones equal quality. Right? Am I right? So in the mind of the viewers, you basically have established that you make quality videos because you've taken the time and the money and the effort to bring the very best. And when you show them a drone shot, that clearly means that you've done all those things, because the viewer knows drones are not cheap. And they know that if you're willing to go to that extent, you clearly make great content. It goes without saying. Drone shots equal quality, baby. Now I saved one of the big ones for last. Probably the biggest one. And you are not a homesteading channel unless you're willing to absolutely do lots and lots of clickbait. Yes, it's important for you to completely deceive your viewer before they see your video, because if the video's quality is not that great, well, how are you going to get the views? Well, the answer is simple. It's clickbait. You go ahead and put up a salacious picture or some misleading title, and you'll get all the views you need. All you got to do is clickbait, right? Then the views will come flooding in. Well, here, for an example, let's just say that I have an encounter with a wild animal, and I didn't have my camera with me, but I want to make sure that people watch the video, but it's going to be a boring video because it's just me talking about an encounter with a wild animal. Well, how do I fix that? Simple. You put like a vicious looking animal on the thumbnail where it's like, or a dog or something like that. And then you put a salacious title and bam, you get your views. Clickbait works every time. Launches people's careers, in fact. Okay. If you have not yet picked up on the fact that I'm just having some fun, just teasing mostly ourselves, about all these things, and they're just funny things that we all do. I'm guilty of many of the things that have been mentioned in this video, and I'm not coming after anybody. There's no viciousness, there's no animosity, there's nothing but just having fun here. So if you got your hackles up because you think I'm picking on somebody, I'm really picking on us. And you got to be able to have fun with our genre anyway. So calm down. If you're upset, just it was all meant in fun, okay? And besides, we're all doing these things from one degree to another. And as we learn as YouTubers, you learn there are certain things you can do and things you can't do and things you should do and shouldn't do. And you make these mistakes as you go along and you learn from them. And then you make your channel better by pretty much not doing almost everything I said in the video. But that's how we learn. That's how we grow. So for those of you who might be all irritated with me, sorry about it. It was meant in fun. So there it is. I'm Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and you guys have an amazing day. One last thought that I had as I was getting ready to take the camera in and start editing this video is that, hey, have I missed any of the stereotypes that you feel like should have been in this video? Are there things that I missed? And put them down in the comments section, but don't pick on people individually. Don't call somebody out. Have fun with it. But are there shots that I missed? Are there things that are stereotypes that I missed? Let's see what you guys have to say. Do you think it was right? Did I get them all? Did I get them all?